Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is everything you need to know before watching DINO-BOY 5. So if you're unfamiliar with the lore and plot of this series, just watch this quick few-minute video to get you caught up to speed. So the story begins with Dawn of DINO-BOY, which is the last movie that was made, but it was actually a prequel, and we wanted people to know that, so we put the words "a prequel" in parentheses next to the title, because apparently we assumed very little of our audience. The story begins with Jake Bush working as a cashier at Hy-Vee Grocery, who gets elected to become president somehow, and then as he is president, he decides to take the week off, and then he gets hit in the head by a box. Inside of the box is a hat, and when he puts the hat on, he is transported to a magical dimension of dinosaurs, where he becomes recruited to become the next Dino-Boy. He's trained up by the last Dino Man and Master Fuchi, and he has to be Dino-Boy because he's not ready to be Dino Man yet. But lurking in the shadows is Evil Eye, his first real villain, and Evil Eye is somebody who was scorned long ago by Master Fuchi and Dino Man, and he's back for revenge. So Evil Eye comes in, kills Dino Man, defeats Master Fuchi, and then gets into a fight with Dino-Boy. The two of them jump into a portal, and then the universe summons Dino Man after Dino-Boy is defeated by Evil Eye, and then Dino Man destroys Evil Eye and runs away. After the fight, Master Fuchi is okay, and they do nothing to mourn the passing of Dino Man, and then the series really begins with Dino-Boy the movie. Dino-Boy the movie begins with Dino-Boy eating Doritos, and then he sees somebody getting killed outside his window, and he jumps out the window to stop him, and then he runs up, and it turns out the culprit is Sexy Vader. More on that later. Dino-Boy and Sexy Vader get into it, with Dino-Boy ultimately prevailing victorious, and this is where Dino-Boy 2 begins, with Mr. Malicious looking at his computer screen and seeing that the mercenary named Sexy Vader that he hired lost his battle to Dino-Boy. Therefore, Dino-Boy still poses a potential threat to his plans, and so anyway, but Mr. Malicious, I guess, goes through with his plans anyway, and he tries to take over the world, and he uses Fedorable as a distraction to Dino-Boy so that he can take over the world while Dino-Boy is distracted with Fedorable. But then he tricks Dino-Boy into believing that he stopped Mr. Malicious okay, wait, hold. What happens? I'm trying to remember. Okay, so wait, okay, hold on. Mr. Malicious, what the was the plot of this movie? Dino-Boy thinks that he's got the situation under control because his new sidekick, Skippy, detains Mr. Malicious while Dino-Boy goes and stops Fedorable, but turns out this was actually all part of Mr. Malicious's master plan, because when Dino-Boy comes back, Skippy unexpectedly shoots Mr. Malicious in the chest, killing him instantly, and Dino-Boy is led to believe that Skippy killed Mr. Malicious, and so Dino-Boy abruptly decides that killing people is not okay, and he walks away and drops Skippy as a sidekick. But then Mr. Malicious gets up and reveals that the bullets were fake and he was not actually dead. And then 1 year later is where Dino-Boy 3 begins, with Jake Bush lying on his couch and fancying a nice stroll, but when he goes outside, he is ambushed and confronted by both Skippy and Mr. Malicious. Skippy has put on a considerable amount of weight and has turned evil. Skippy douses Jake Bush in the face with red Powerade, which is his weakness, and then he is enervated of his strength, and so, but somehow still wins a fight to two people with superpowers, but okay, and then he gets shot in the stomach and falls into the pool of death, which is an ironic callback to the very first movie, but at the last second he jumps out before the pool of death explodes, which would have killed him if he had still been in the pool of death. After the pool of death explodes, he is picked up by Master Fuchi, who takes him back to the Dino Woods, and then Mr. Malicious takes over the world. Jake Bush wakes up once again in the Dino Woods and talks to Master Fuchi, but Master Fuchi Fuchi trains Dino-Boy in the art of Dino Fu, and so Dino-Boy is able to go back and not only defeat all of the mercenaries who are out for his head, but Mr. Malicious as well. Dino-Boy defeats Mr. Malicious and effectively ends crime for good. Also, this is me adding this in post. I left out the detail where when he comes back to confront Mr. Malicious, Skippy is there as well. Skippy joins the struggle against Dino-Boy. Skippy actually gets Master Fuchi with a cheap shot. He shoots Master Fuchi in the chest. Dino-Boy rages out at him and goes back on his whole idea of not killing people by grabbing a gun and shooting Skippy directly in the face. So, yeah, that's how that arc ends. So the point at the series which Dino-Boy 5 picks up is Dino-Boy has literally defeated all of the villains that there are, and there's nobody left to fight him. So I wonder what kind of mysterious evil could be still lurking in the shadows. Tune in to Dino-Boy 5 to find out.